Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
So is this all you're going to say?
Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now.
I thought you said you had nothing left to say.
Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome.
Aw, thanks.
That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
But...
That's basically it.
Oh, okay.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Makes the most sense to me.
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Okay.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
It could be, but in this scenario, I don't think so.
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
I agree with that. I don't think we're out of the game yet. We just need to think of something else. What have we overlooked?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
I agree with that.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
Agreed. Maybe if we brainstorm, throw some ideas everywhere, maybe we can figure this one out. A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. If the Combat Class Trial is anything to go by. Woo! There's one thing I can think of, Hajime. Something we found very late in the investigation. It's a stretch, it's a long shot, but it's pretty much all we have right now.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
If it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Oh my god, I had no idea the white noise was going to be this annoying. Alright, I saw it. There was something in there I totally agree with. And everybody throwing ideas around is a very good choice. This way we can just... we can immediately debunk or go with something that somebody said.
It's not the other wounds, right?
No, I don't think it was the other wounds. Those were too minor. Especially the ones in his legs that were just simple stabs.
Maybe he simply bled to death.
That's a possibility, but I don't think
There's
so.
no way he burned to death.
Holy crap, look at this white
Was
noise!
the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
I agree.
If it's something that can't be seen...
No, maybe it was something
Was
else.
the cause
Like
of death
this!
something that cannot
Ooh!
be seen?
Damn
If
it!
it's something that cannot
Sonia,
be seen?
please!
If it's something that can't be seen...
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Oh my
I agree
god,
with
how
that.
on earth did I get that? I don't care. I agree with that.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility.
Yeah. The comments didn't.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange.
Strange is an understatement. We have no idea why he had this stuff in his cottage.
Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
As opposed to bringing people back to life. What?
I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
Well, you never know. He might have had to take somebody out back and kill them without showing any wounds.
What does that mean?
But, even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
If that's the case, then he is way too smart to have been here.
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
He'd have to have timed that perfectly.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Stop talking.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
Might be. But what if it's a different type of poison?
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Did I just get trolled?
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear!
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, this poison was special. Not only is it immediately lethal, but it also has a special function. I guess you could call it. It has a certain quality about it that makes it easier to kill someone with this special poison. short and sweet logic dive would show you that Monokuma Special Poison did have a special quirk about it. It could be turned into a gas, and it could kill you through your nose.
It's all coming together! What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label. Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, there's a few possibilities, but I need a definitive answer. Why didn't it get us? If there's a poison gas being spread all through the warehouse, it should have killed us. Unless something stopped it.
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Here's that other quirk about the poison. If it's a gas, it's heavier than air, which means it falls to the floor. And when subject to water, it turns back into a liquid.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
That's right, we actually have a viable way to say that the poison did it.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
What?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what?
Kazuichi, I think this is the best point you have ever brought up. So what indeed?
In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Oh, that's what you were getting at.
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
Well, go with me on this, guys. Still have a little bit of doubt. Poison, the fact that it was in a gaseous state, he breathed in the poison, something doesn't add up here. What did he want to do? I don't think that's it. I don't think he just wanted to outright murder everybody. That's not like Nagito. Again, something's off here.
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Why did he do it? Why did he do it?
There might have been an accomplice.
Oh.
Chiaki, What did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
That's a very good point.
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
No container. No nothing like that. And I actually just mentioned this. I didn't mean it. The meat on the bone! No, not the water, not the bomb. Poison had to come in something. There was no container around there.
I see! Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
It's not like you can hold it in your lungs and then use it for later.
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
The container probably melted in the fire.
That seems too simple, though.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
There would still be something there.
Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
I don't know when they would have had an opportunity, but possibility's still out there.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
Was somebody actually working with Nagito?
That is impossible! I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Silly, impossible, improbable.
Like, does that really matter all that much?
Somebody assisted suicide. That's almost like killing him.
I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right! You're totally right! That's totally it!
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
You're in the wrong game then, sir. Yeah. If we keep going on this thought process, we might not be able to avoid it, Hajime. We do what we have to do to survive. It'd be so easy just to label it as a suicide. Well, if we're wrong, then everybody gets hurt.
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
You heard it too, Monokuma?
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga!
Or an amazing visual novel!
Still, that's pretty messed up!
I agree.
Shut up! You just be quiet!
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
All counts point to that.
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, It is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing.
Not when our lives are on the line, are you kidding?
And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What? What? Oh. Oh. Oh, Hajime, I just got it too. Akane, I think you just helped this case move forward. Yeah, what if that is a new clue? What do you think, Hajime? One more Hangman's Gambit? Hopefully not like the last one. That one screwed me over. The way Nagito brought the poison. There is a way he could have gotten it there.
Got it!